Now let's just quickly touch on the college football championship game, the rematch of Alabama and Clemson. The total has taken a significant drop down, right? It opened at about 51.5. Now it's down to about 50 or 50.5 market wide. And the side appears to be pretty steady. It opened at about 7 or 6.5, and that's still where it is market wide. Maybe it's gone up a little bit, but about minus 6.5, minus 115 for Alabama seems to be the market consensus, and it hasn't moved much off that. What can you tell us about the notable action you've taken, or just the general betting scenario that you have right now for Clemson and Alabama?
Yeah, I mean, if I could sum it up in one word, I would say wow. Right now, that's just because the volume we've taken. I mean, we've written so much on this game, and I mean, we're still so far away from it. This game going on Monday, but the volumes are just fantastic. I mean, you can understand a lot of times that people don't want to tie up their bankroll. You don't want to tie it up when you got basketball on the weekend, you got college basketball on the weekend. There's still hockey going on, there's playoff games in the NFL and stuff like that. But we've written just a ton of action on this game, which is really good for us. And even you talk about the move on the total. It was like from 52. There was like a max bet on the 52. Then we went just a half point down to 51.5. Took another max bet. Now we're down to 50.5 right now. But in terms of the money, it's not crazy. I mean, again, the max bets on the under are kind of why the number has gone down from 52 to 50.5 is where we are right now. But if I look at my chart in terms of the actual number of individual bets, it's almost dead even on the total. So I could see this thing kind of settling around maybe around 51 or something like that, and having good two-way action. And then again, if the sharps come in there, everything you throw that all out the window and start over. So you can't really tell where they're going to go. The side too. I mean, yeah, it's been just great action that we've written both sides, and even we've taken big bets on both sides of this. And the Clemson money was mostly +7 minus 120, so they're laying the 120 with Clemson, which is good, for us in terms of where we're sitting in terms of counting the bean counters and stuff like that. And then you look at Alabama, the big max bets that we've taken on Alabama have come at the 6.5 minus 115. So you've got people laying with the 7 minus 120 instead of the 110, so it's a little extra commission for us. Yeah. And instead of Alabama laying 6.5 minus 110, they're laying 15. So they're laying 15 on one side and laying 20 on the other side. Now, if this game lands 7, we're going to slit our wrists. But, aside from this game landing Alabama by 7, it's a great way to write the business. I mean, you will write that business all day long and write as much volume as you can. And you're sitting, you worry about a game landing 7, but you kind of have to let the cards fall where they may. But right now, just a ton of action. I will say that I've got more money on Clemson and more individual bets on Clemson as well. But again, it's nothing noteworthy. I mean, it slightly favors Clemson, like maybe 1.5 times in terms of both my count and my dollar volume is about 1.5, times favoring Clemson. But since we've gone down to the 6.5 minus 115, it's kind of been good two-way action. So I'm getting good action where it is right now. If we keep getting a flood of Bama money, maybe it'll go back up to 7 dog again. But it's not going to be 7 flat, that's for sure. I just can't see that happening. Now again, I don't have any real big sharps and any list guys involved in this game yet. So they're kind of whether they're just not going to play it, whether the number's right or whatever, who knows. But I can say as of right now, we've taken a lot of big max bets, and it's all between +7 dog 20 with Clemson and minus 6.5 minus 115 for Alabama. So let's just hope for a great game and that doesn't land 7.
Yep. All right. There you go. There's the betting action profile for the College Football National Championship game. No notable sharp action as yet, but a ton of public action, and even the dip in the total was also not caused by top list guys, just max bets from the general public. All right, Brent from BetDSI, really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you again next week for the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Research before you bet. Be sure to check out SPR Picks for the best game predictions, breakdowns, and much, much more.